One thing we don't believe in is when we go to a YouTube channel and it's like the first 5 seconds into the video they telling you to like and subscribe it, and I don't even know who the hell you are.
And I don't know if I'm like it or not.
Can you give me a minute? Can you show me something first?
Exactly.
Hurry up and buy.
Right. Right. Or don't forget the panhandlers.
Yeah.
Put something else in the pot or I'm stopping the show. I'm cutting off my comment section. And next step, I'm stopping the show. Drop something in the pot. Hello.
Between the time when the oceans drank Atlantis and the rise of the sons of Arius, there was an age undreamed of. And unto this, Conan, destined to bear the jeweled crown of Aquilonia upon a troubled brow. It is I, his chronicler, who alone can tell thee of his saga. Let me tell you of the days of high adventure. This goes out to all my soldiers all across the globe. It is a battle to be fought, destined to be fought. This battle is neither political nor religious. It's a spiritual battle. And this battle is called Armageddon. Are you ready?
What's going on YouTube? It is your girl, the Black Wealth Empress, coming in with the Crown Prince, and we are the FMJ Pod. We are so happy to have you back here in the DMV with us this evening, and today we wanted to make a couple of announcements before we hop into what our topic is going to be for today. One, just wanted to show you a couple new things. We have a new attribute to our channel. This is called the Jar of Sweet, Sweet Tears.
Yeah, we had to get that in the history books. And, you know, we have some names inscribed already. We're going to save those for a later date to disclose, but if you happen to be able to zoom in, it's right there. Until then, these are people who shed tears on YouTube, begging and pleading, baby, please.
In the kitchen.
Right. You made a promise between us.
And shout out, you know who you are. So I know it's been a little minute since we've been on the channel. We have been making some big moves in the backdrop, you guys, trying to get you guys the best value possible. So, you know, we're glad you kind of stuck around, worked with us. We are going to be throwing up a lot of great, fun, and interesting stuff for you guys coming up in the next few weeks. So please be on the lookout. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that bell, especially if you are a returning visitor. Welcome back.
It's true. Let's do it. We have a situation that we came across on YouTube, a letter a father wrote about his daughter, and it's a term that a lot of people are using these days called cuckold. Someone's being cucked. And we went through the trouble of looking up the definition so we can be most informed before we introduce our letter.
Cuckold. A man whose spouse has committed adultery, often regarded as an object of scorn. Just for those of you who do not know. Meaning pretty much that your girl getting smashed by somebody else.
Yeah.
You're being cuckolded.
Right. And they said unaware of it.
You don't know, so that's...
But there's a fetish now where the person's very, very aware of it to the point where he's in the same space watching as someone ravishes his woman.
Yeah, and that's something we'll hop into later when we, after we finish going over this little spiel, because, like, again, there's so much nuance surrounding this, and if you've been under a rock and you've never heard the term, today you gonna find out, and you're gonna see why we are so disturbed. Alright, so it was brought to our attention that there was a a letter written. We will leave the name anonymous, obviously, because that's not what we're here for. But I just want to give you guys a little read of the letter. I'm going to put it up here on the screen somewhere for you guys to look over. Is having daughters the ultimate cuckoldery? And yes, that's a true word. That's a real word. I cannot think or comprehend of anything more cucked than having a daughter. Honestly, think about it rationally. You are feeding, clothing, raising, and rearing a girl for at least 18 years solely so she can get ravaged by another man. All that hard work you put into your beautiful little girl, reading her stories at bedtime, making her go to sports practice, making sure she had a healthy diet, educating her, playing with her, all of it has one simple result. Her body is more enjoyable for the men that will eventually fuck her in every hole. Give me a moment. I have to reel back my sanity as I read the rest of this letter, because that's not it.
Take your time. You need a kerchief.
Listen. Raise the perfect girl? Great. Who benefits? If you're lucky, a random man who had nothing to do with the way she grew up, who marries her. He gets to fuck her tight pussy every night. He gets the benefits of her kind and sweet personality that came from the way you raised her. Still not done, by the way. That's still not it. It's not over. As a man who has a daughter, you are literally dedicating at least 20 years of your life simply to raise a girl for another man to enjoy. It is the ultimate and final cuck. Think about it logically.
Now, this is obviously disturbing on all kinds of dimensions. From what we understand of this definition of this word, is deliberately not your own offspring. And why is he looking and thinking of his own child in this manner? I do not care for his manner.
I do not care for his manner. I am distressed once again.
What'd you get out of it?
First of all, the verbiage, very just inappropriate when I think about, first of all, blood in general, but especially your offspring. This man seems very disturbed, if I do say so myself. And I do say so. The letter, first of all, it seems like it comes from a place of jealousy. And I don't understand why. I don't know.
Jealousy and desire.
And desire, because the certain words used, it wouldn't be so bad, because if you think about it, I guess if you just want to throw the word around, it can be considered like, I mean, you're giving provisions to a child who eventually will be taken by somebody else, and you have to deal with that. However, I mean, the same, I guess, with your spouse. However, it's a stretch for me. I'm just gonna go out and say it's a stretch for me.
Yeah, but not wanting your child to grow up and them always being your baby and all
That's
this.
That's totally different.
Exactly. From you
thinking about her being ravaged by another man.
Yeah, that should be of no consequence to you.
The only concern you should have is thinking about keeping her as innocent as possible. Not thinking about where... Oh.
All I could think about is him looking across the room at his 3-year-old kid, like, oh, that baby fat as shit. Hey, look how that baby diaper stick out in the back.
You can tell she's gonna be fine when she gets old.
Right.
Oh, forgive us. This is not our own personal feelings. This is us just trying to make light of a very disturbing situation.
Yeah.
Plenty of people out here like this. Or plenty of people, I'm sure, who agreed.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm not sure about that. That's so far off the mark. Because this right here is the type of stuff that particular sector of YouTube, the radical feminist, would eat this type of thing up. And actually, that's where we got it from, one of them. We're not even gonna give her any oxygen. But
we're just waiting for her name to end up on this jar.
It's on its way, for sure. Definitely neurotic, depressed.
I don't. Forgive me. I don't have anything against people who have any of these ailments. Particularly, I just think of karma as a cosmic thing.
It's just my untrained diagnosis. This is not medical advice.
Not at all.
But yeah, I think they would eat this thing up. This would go in the category of incest cuckoldry.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We could bleep that word out or whatever, but it would have to be a compound cuckoldry, kink or whatever it is.
It needs to go to jail. Is what it needs to do.
The only thing we can hope and pray is that he wasn't serious.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he was just high off bath salts and just kind of like threw together one of those I'm high as hell theories.
I'm almost sure that each and every one of the most known villains in the feminist radical space are going to have something to say about this. Because they're all connected and share the same 2 brain cells.
I mean, like I said, that was just brought to our attention. We thought it was a little distressing and wanted to see what you guys thought about it.
If you disagree, feel free to drop that in the comment section.
Yeah, maybe you understand what he's saying better than we do. Maybe we took a different approach to how we viewed it. So we'd like to hear from you guys. Be brave, share.
Alright.
Also, just a couple of tidbit things that we laughed about from the interwebs. Things that, one thing I know I would like for you guys to go check out. What's your guy's name who did the boxing match?
Oh, Boogie2988. Go check Boogie out. This is the funniest shit in the world. Boogie fought this guy called Wings. Both of them are like gamers and both of them are like 400 pounds. And they fought. I mean, they had more courage than a lot of people on our side of the sector. You know what I'm saying? They actually met up and fought.
In real life.
Yeah, they went to London and fought.
And threw fists at each other.
Yes.
He fought this man.
Yeah, he
did. He got fought by this man. But he's at least, I definitely wanted to shout him out because throughout the whole thing, he's super honest with his commentary about like what was going on in his head, what was happening in the fight. And, you know, he definitely shows you the fight so you can see for yourself. It was very entertaining and, you know, like I said, shout out to those people who can hop offline and go in real life and do some real shit.
And he's a very talented YouTuber too.
Yeah, so like he definitely is up there. So you guys probably have already heard of him, but
I would go so far as to say he's a content creator.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference.
Yeah.
So.
And he's good too. He does gaming and all that stuff. That's a huge sector.
Yeah, he's
But yeah, Boogie2988, he's tight.
And so shout out to you, Boogie. Appreciate the content because that was priceless. I definitely watched that. Other than that, I mean, no in particulars. I don't think this week there's very slight in news. We don't really do social too much. We actually have real life stuff going on ourselves. We always wish the best to everyone else, you know.
And I'd like to be able to say what we're working on, but who knows what order we drop them in. Mm-hmm. So it ain't like you could be like, yeah, we're going to do this next week. Who knows?
Yeah, it's always, for y'all, it's a mystery. Mm-hmm. So just leave it up in the air. But some series are about to drop for sure. Next 6 months are going to be batshit crazy. Yeah. And just make sure you show back up and look out for us. We're going to be popping up every other week. We're going to pick an actual day and time to drop for you guys for when we're going to start dropping our videos. We want them to be consistent. We want them to be entertaining. And more than anything, we want them to be valuable. It's nothing like being able to hop offline and be able to utilize and take what you got and put it into practice for your everyday life. So look out for those videos too. We are content creators after all. The podcast is something that we're doing for you guys just to keep you up to date on, you know, the what's what in the real world. Stay playing that 4D chess.
And careful that we might start popping up on some panels.
I mean, you're definitely gonna see us around.
All that tough talk on the panels. Yeah, cam up, this and that. I don't feel like it.
But I will.
Right. Say when.
Little did the Crown Prince and the Black Wealth Empress know that they would say when. And when they did, the Crown Prince showed up and he showed out. If you want to see the breakdown of that, guess what? It's coming real soon. Ah man, I really wish we could tell you what we're going to cover. All this is coming up soon, so just look for it. Alright, we will catch you guys on the next one. We're definitely going to call it an evening. This was very brief for you guys, but we just wanted to update you, let you know that some more stuff is coming. Thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for watching the videos. We definitely appreciate the views. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to, do your thing when the video's over if you enjoyed the content, and share with friends. Play. We appreciate that all day. Like.
Yeah, Debo.
Yeah. There's a little bit of colder going on around here.
Yeah, old gas pipe Casso.
The regulator. But keep doing your thing. As we like to say, good luck to all of you who are out there trying to shine. And for all the rest of you who are tagging on down the line. The come-uppers and the hangers-on. We out.
Nigga, we roll, we hard, we strap.